screenshots for this football game. But, I accidentally deleted it. Whoops. Enjoy this video though.
This college football season has been a fun and wild one, and we are now down to 4 as EA Sports is proud to welcome you to AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. This afternoon, it's the first of our college football playoff semifinal matchups. It's the Texas Longhorns taking on the Miami Hurricanes. To play for a national championship next Monday night in Santa Clara. We are underway from Arlington in the national playoff semifinal. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. Now with Sears, he's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Back to the ground, this time Langford. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Taken down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. To throw is Daniel. Going to be incomplete.
Intended for number 8.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
For Miami.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll go play action and let him throw right away. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got him in, complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there. 45 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Well, that student section wasn't alive. They are alive and well now. That chunk play woke them up. It is starting to get really, really loud in here as this offense is on the move here in the 1st quarter. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Going deep. So it's caught. Well, they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It's a gain of 34. A nice throw there. Coach O'Brien, when you look at his quarterback position, he's got 2 great options, but opting to go with a hot hand, leaving Tommy Matthews on the sideline to start this semifinal.
And throughout this season, they've had a little bit of what we would call the carousel approach at quarterback. But when they've made changes, Tommy Matthews has made the most of his time under.
And it'll be intercepted. Great read, and it's picked off. Well, as a coach, this is what keeps you up at night in the days leading up to this semifinal. You worry about the turnovers, and that's his first INT.
You're supposed to dwell on the positive But you're exactly right. We don't know a coach out there that doesn't worry about what can go wrong. And this really shouldn't be a surprise. We knew they'd throw the kitchen sink at him defensively. Pressure, a lot of disguises and coverages. He's got a lot to wade through in this game. But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
To throw again on second down. Daniel throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Throwing on third down. Daniel. That's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here, just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Going for it all. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we have a guy who made the catch. They try to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Oh, a quarterback sneak on second down. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. He may try and run for this. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down on the run.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll go with a keeper. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
And he is in. Touchdown, Longhorns. It's their quarterback taking it in. And the Longhorns have taken the early lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. To make it 7-0.
Makes the score. Longhorns 7, Hurricanes nothing.
So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. Good-looking return set up here.
Hurricanes take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, Everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. One up to about the 39 here. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd down, it's Woods, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Longhorns 7, Hurricanes nothing.
Daniel on 1st down. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. This hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it. But if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire? And they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Daniel. Pressure, and down goes Daniel. So quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now it's Martin. 51 yards on the punt there. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
At their own 13-yard line.
Come up here to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to lock. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 30, 20, 10. And he will take this in for a Longhorn touchdown. Buster Holiday, 87 yards. And the Longhorns add on to that lead.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. A good return up past the 30.
The Hurricanes take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
At the 42-yard line.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
It's out, it's loose. And this will be scooped up by the defense. That sort of goes without saying. That's the risk of running the option play. You can put the ball on the ground. They did there and turn it over.
So true, because you've got so many different decisions that have to be made. Are you handing the ball off inside, or are you just keeping it yourself? Are you pitching it to your trail guy? And sometimes you get caught in between, and you're a little indecisive on the play, and it turns into the ball on the ground. Fortunately enough, they weren't able to return it for a touchdown.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That is caught for the Longhorns touchdown. Buster Holiday with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Longhorns add on to that lead. And Charles, the defender, was there. He just didn't get it.
Sometimes these plays turn into basketball in a sense, with 2 guys going up for the football. Which guy's going to box the other away from it and grab it?
I know you hear it a lot, but it's just the will to get it, right?
Without a doubt, the will as well as a really nice touch on the ball that was thrown.
And some talent, too. So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Back out there for their next offensive drive, the Hurricanes get set. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back?
What?
That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
He's brought down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now Daniel on 1st down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's difficult. First half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Complete to Gilmore. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23, the 40, the 30, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out and start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in there.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Out of the gun, Daniel. Steps away to his left. 27 yards there, first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Daniel. And his throw here is incomplete.
Intended for his one.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Daniel. That's caught by Jackson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Intended for his wideout. It's now 4th down.
The Miami punter out on the field. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
About set for their next drive, the Texas offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. The winner goes on, the loser goes home as we start the second half of this semifinal matchup. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10, Texas. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Ball carrier.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They go again with Pierce. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The punter for Texas out on the field. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. Possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Shotgun snap for Daniel. And that will be incomplete.
Intended for number 85.
And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. The Miami punter out on the field. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Longhorns come up here to begin their next drive. And Charles, look, I mean, coming into this one, you and I, we didn't know what to expect. This could have certainly been a disaster, nothing short of it. But this young man under center, he has certainly risen to the occasion.
He certainly has, and we certainly prepared in case it was the disaster that maybe.
And it's caught inside the 30. And he will take this in for a one touchdown. Buster Holiday, an 80-yard touchdown. And this offense continues to pour it on. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
So now after the touchdown, the long the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You're going over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. And what a big-time play there. 47 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Daniel. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll run here with Langford. Now he's able to break out a 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use The back end of the end zone, the sidelines is extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And he will take this in. A touchdown, Miami. A great effort there. Taking it in. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Slater on the return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right.
About set for their next drive, the Texas offense at the line. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
That's what you want to make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Looking to throw. Going deep for Walker. It's caught at the 10. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. It's a big play there. 42 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of
And he is in. Touchdown, Longhorns. Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
It's the score. Longhorns 42, Hurricanes 7.
So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. This one fielded out to 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now. Really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up!
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys." When you think about it, turn it on us too.
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
39-yard line.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
The ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there, second and 8.
6-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports.
Hurricanes.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. From the 36, Daniel got an open man. It's Washington. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They got 29 yards that time. The Hurricanes now with a first and goal. Operating from the gun. Daniel, the quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. throwing again on second down. Daniel, and that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Benny Jackson there to make the grab. And his guys are able to strike for 6. So second and goal there from the 1. They go to the air.
And the perfect down to throw the football in this sequence. Second down is always kind of that. Do they throw it? Do they run it? They worked it out to perfection on that one by throwing it into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Longhorns offense has not missed a beat, and that Texas fan base, it is large, it is loud, it is proud, and they can start to smell it now. They are about to be headed for a national title game as they start out on this drive here, 1st and 10. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
The Longhorns come up 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
You say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about.
Taking it right down. And he is in. Touchdown, Longhorns. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. Take it at the 15, a short kick. Well, they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from it.
And the ball is knocked out. It'll be a turnover. This is going the other way.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. He reeled it one-handed for a touchdown. What a game that he has had throwing the football. Now 4 touchdown passes. This offense playing at a very high level. I'll tell you what, he's going to be filling up your social media timeline tonight. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Longhorns 56, Hurricanes 14.
So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Back back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Daniel. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Woods, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. Just short of the 45 at the 44. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here.
1st and 10.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them. Gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was the big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The 2nd down completion got them 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
This has been a rough one to put it mildly for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now, it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And a deep ball here. Hurling just past the 50. That's right. And he will take this in for a long-run touchdown. Buster Halliday, 94 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. This is really something for a guy who's been rotated in and out of this offense. Heck, the last 2 games being his only back-to-back starts, he has come through with 5 touchdown strikes in this semifinal. And still, you got to think there's going to be talk about Tommy Matthews. So get ready for all those sports radio debates all the way until kickoff of the national championship game. So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
No, that would tell my offense right here. The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
On first down, it's Daniel. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Throwing on third down, Daniel. But it's brought in by Washington. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I'm thinking the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Back to the air. Daniel on second down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Daniel's pass.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
To throw on third down, Daniel. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from the first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. The Hurricanes now 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
One last throw for Daniel. This will be caught at about the 5.
Today's final.
So on the strength of 5 touchdown passes from their junior quarterback, the Texas Longhorns are moving on to play for a national title.